Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back to watch another episode of Dark. This is Season 3, Episode 7. It is called Between the Time. We are getting so close to the end of Dark. This is, I think, the penultimate episode. So one more after this. And the last episode ended with the apocalypse happening in the alternate universe. So presumably there's going to be some fallout from that. All in all though, I'm excited to see what happens next, so before we jump into it, if you end up enjoying this reaction, please leave a like on the video, it means a lot to me. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into another episode of Dark.
Was ist Realität?
What is reality? It's a good question.
Gibt es davon nur eine einzige? Oder existieren mehrere Realitäten nebeneinander?
Several realities coexist. Possibly.
Schrödingers Katze.
Oh yeah, Schrödinger's cat. It exists and doesn't exist at the same time.
Sobald ein radioaktives Atom im Inneren der Stahlkammer zerfällt, löst der Geigerzähler den Hammer aus, der die Ampulle mit dem Gift
I did not realize this experiment was that dark.
Ist das Atom gleichzeitig zerfallen und nicht zerfallen?
Yep, it's both.
Bis wir es durch unsere Betrachtung in einen definitiven Zustand zwingen.
It's like when a tree falls in the forest. Does it make a sound? Maybe, maybe not.
Aber was, wenn das gleichzeitige Vorhandensein von Leben und Tod auch für die Welt des Makrokosmos gelten würde?
Okay. What are you trying to tell me right now, brother?
Könnte es uns gelingen, die Zeit zu spalten und sie in zwei unterschiedliche, gegensätzliche Richtungen laufen zu lassen? In einen gleichzeitigen Zustand von Tod und lebendig zu bringen? Martha!
Okay. In one world, Bartos intervenes.
Bartosz?
He looks weathered.
Er will dir nicht helfen. Er wird dich töten. In der Zukunft. Er will die Apokalypse nicht verhindern. Alle werden sterben.
Okay. Bartos coming in clutch.
Bitte.
Take the magic ball out of here.
Ich kann es dir zeigen. Du musst mir vertrauen.
Okay. Survival. It's multiple times at once. All those clocks have different times on them. 1974. What is this? Captain America Civil War?
Dem Menschen fällt es schwer, den Tod zu akzeptieren.
Oh yeah.
Hält fest an Dingen, die längst vergangen sind.
That are gone.
Sehnt sich vergeblich nach einem Weg, die Zeit zurückzudrehen.
Oh, is he building a time machine?
Könnte es uns gelingen, den Tod zu überlisten, indem wir einen Weg finden, das Leben zurückzuholen? Dort, zwischen der Zeit.
2021. 21? What's 9 plus 10? 21? 1890. Back to Jonas. Alternate reality Jonas. Is it working? Almost. Is it safe to walk into the middle of that? Yeah, I would. Like, I don't know why you expected anything better to happen. how he gets all charred. Maybe he gets caught in the middle of this and that's why his face is all messed up. Hello. Why are you in my room?
Wann erzählst du uns endlich die Wahrheit? Du willst doch gar nicht mehr zurück. Du willst die Apokalypse überhaupt nicht verhindern.
Das hier ist größer als wir.
Is it bigger
Größer als
than
die
you?
Apokalypse.
Because it seems to be purely based on your motivations.
Wir stecken hier seit 2 Jahren fest. 2 verschissene Jahre. Ich will den
2
verficktes
years
Paradies
is a
nicht.
while. I love that Bartos just wants to go home. He's like, F this place, dude. This place sucks. Bartos wants to play his PlayStation again. And that's it.
Hallo?
Hello. It's a young baddie here to seduce you. My brother, she's been sent for a purpose. Right as you're expressing a desire to leave, a hot young thing shows up to keep you in here. Suspicious.
Ich bin Silja.
Bartosz.
Don't trust the system, Bartos. It's here to keep you here. (2023) Interesting that they're like, the last 2 episodes they're like, alright, we'll finally tell you what year it is. Before you just had to use your brain to figure it out. Interesting. It's got a protective barrier around it.
Ich weiß, wir versuchen es schon lange. Aber es wird gelingen.
Jonas,
Don't think it's gonna work.
Du darfst die Hoffnung nicht verlieren.
He's becoming a little more bitter, a little more jaded. That's where your father took his own life. Are you about to do the same thing? Oh no, Jonas. Dude. Don't do that. Jonas! Stop it! I don't appreciate your actions today, sir. Lucky young Noah's here to save you. He says, not today, dude. You're gonna ruin the whole plan.
Du hast gesagt, dass die Apokalypse passieren muss. Damit wir gerettet werden. Du kannst nicht sterben.
Or he'll shoot you. Try it. It'll jam. Or it's empty. Try shooting it at something else. Damn.
Du kannst dir nicht das Leben nehmen,
Time will not
was dein
let you.
älteres Ich bereits gibt. Die Zeit erlaubt es nicht. Egal, was du versuchst.
That's why he wants to fight a war on time, because he just wants to kill himself so badly.
Elisabeth und ich. Wir haben die Passage gefunden.
That's what this whole thing has been about. It's like a 68-year journey to end his own life.
Sie wird sich wieder öffnen.
Will it
Dann
though?
bist du uns. Dann wird Adam uns ins Paradies führen.
If you say so, Chief.
Er hat gesagt, dass wir Freunde werden.
Yeah, but then he orchestrates your death. Yeah. My man's gets your sister to kill you.
Gut.
Look at that fake beard they slapped on him.
Das ist ein Bursche.
What are you gonna name him? Keith?
Wie soll er heißen?
Nah, she'll pick Noah.
Hanno.
Hanno.
Das Schicksal spielt ein grausames Spiel mit uns.
What? What is Hanno? Is that some weird
Und
name?
egal was unser Wollen motiviert, es wird uns fortan leiten auf unserem Weg.
So I assume he succeeds in creating a time travel machine. They're just still trying. Never giving up. Oh, one got through. You successfully corrupted it. It's angry though. It did not want to be awakened. You don't look as hardened as you once did.
Claudia verheimlicht uns etwas.
Suppose 10 years is going to be rough on her.
Die ganzen letzten Jahre. Die Dinge, die Eva gesagt hat, die ich tun muss. Weiß sie alles, was passiert?
Yes, she does.
Ich habe mich gefragt, hast du sie jemals getroffen? Mein älteres Ich.
Oh no, yeah, you get effing smoked by a shotgun.
Dann wird Regina leben. Ich kann einfach nicht glauben, dass sie damit gemeint hat, dass ich ihr Leiden auf immer wiederholen soll.
Yeah, kinda a little bit. Oh. What? Wow. That was a bold move. You got blood on your face, though. Take this. Bring it to that scientist.
Du musst ihn Claudia geben.
Or to Claudia. So she's like a spy now. But for her own reasons.
Du musst jetzt stark sein, Hanno. Auch für deinen Vater.
Why is his name Hanno? Is it just so that no one knows that he's actually Bartos? Oh, she's dead. I accidentally said Bartos. I meant so that no one knows he's Noah.
Sie wollte, dass sie Agnes heißt.
Is he finally realizing? You got done played, Bartos. You got done played by your dead lover. Oh, stealing babies. Reverse stork situation. And that's you. Time to bail. best get out of there quick. Oops. She's gone.
Wo ist sie? Charlotte. Wo ist Charlotte?
I guess maybe he didn't know.
Ich habe mich all die Jahre gefragt, was er damit gemeint hat. Dass wir Freunde werden, bevor du mich verrätst. Und Claudia, hat sie Charlotte? Hast du ihr
This is not the betrayal part, buddy. Presumably at this point he doesn't know. He will orchestrate it though. Well, now he has to make that choice in the future because it just happened now. (1986).
Sie erscheinen.
What does his time machine look like? Like when it's activated. Okay. What's up, Bartos? Alright, this is... looks like him.
Hannah.
How's it going? Okay, why is she here?
Jonas?
It's your mom. Is this the middle-aged actor with the stuff on, or is it young Jonas with the stuff on?
Wie hast du uns gefunden?
Or maybe it's the middle one. I can't tell. Nah. No one's looking for you, girl. He hopes you die. He's been preying on your demise just like I have.
Ich bin hier, Jonas.
Just the look he has given her right now. Just sheer hatred. What you doing, brother? It's my question. The heck are you doing, son?
Mama.
Why? I'm ecstatic about this, but why? Jonas, why are you doing this, brother? What is the reasoning?
Ich will dir ein Geheimnis zeigen.
Some sociopathic stuff there, brother. That's some crazy shenanigans you just pulled. R.I.P. in peace. Screw Hannah. I'm happy she's dead. But why? Why did it happen? Guess who's back? Back again. Noah's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Nah, nah, nah.
Das Buch. Du hast es bei dir.
He does. Snatched it, but it's missing a couple pages probably. Just like before.
Alles im Leben verläuft in Zyklen. Auf Sonnenuntergang folgt Sonnenaufgang. Aber dieses Mal wird es der letzte Zyklus sein. Bist du bereit, Noah?
So was his name Hanno always up until now? And then he was named Noah?
Diesmal wird es gelingen.
I feel like a lot of this episode is just setting up what we've already seen. You about to go get shot?
Schon vor Wochen ist in der Kleinstadt Winden ein 15-jähriger Junge auf mysteriöse Weise verschwunden.
Okay, everything we've seen. Dang, season 1 seems like so long ago. Just like complete different world. Like just seeing the changes that these characters have gone through. I miss his season 1 look. Weirdly, he just looks so much better in season 1. Just like this montage of everything we've seen is like, it's crazy. Your mom is dead in that lake. Just wild stuff, honestly. Just everything that has happened before. Is that the end? Ooh, not the end.
Ist es nicht eigenartig, dass wir die größte Abneigung den Menschen entgegenbringen, die uns am ähnlichsten sind?
Du und ich, wir haben nichts gemeinsam.
Well, it turns out she's got a lot in common with you.
Manchen Schmerz vergisst man nicht.
Oh, that's what Adam said to Jonas.
Du und ich. Wir teilen diesen Schmerz. Wir tragen die gleichen Narben.
Oh, why? You totally could have gone without doing that to her. You could have saved yourself some pain by not doing that.
Mit Adam für den Tod.
I mean, I guess she had to do that because of time rules, but still. Paradoxes be damned. You could have saved yourself a nice getting rid of that scar, you know? Is she gonna be gone when that thing opens up? It's not gonna open up, it's just gone. And the world did not end. Interesting. He's probably very confused. He's like, I'm supposed to be dead right now. What the heck, man?
Hallo Jonas.
What's up, girl? How you doing? Come on. Okay, I think all of the pieces are like officially in place for the solution, right? Like the actual paradise that everyone's looking for. And Adam's plan didn't work. His whole thing that he's been perpetuating this entire time, you know, all the dastardly deeds he has committed this whole time has been in service to completing this one goal. And he completed the goal and nothing happened. So he's obviously wrong. It's low-key been a 66-year mission to kill himself has been the entire thing. You know, he's like, I can't be with Marta. Life sucks. I just want to die. He tries hanging himself, doesn't work. Tries shooting himself, doesn't work. And he's like, time will not allow me to kill myself. So I will wage war against time and unravel all of this so then I can kill myself. It's just it doesn't work. But a lot happened in this episode. Let's start from the beginning of the episode, shall we? So we start off with a hot explanation of Schrodinger's cat, right? And Schrodinger's cat is essentially just explaining the situation of like what happened with Marta and saving Jonas, right? So there's two separate realities on top of each other, right? One where she saves him, one where she doesn't, and both of them coexist at the same time, right? Like the Schrodinger's cat is both alive and dead until it is observed, and your observation is what makes that reality. It's very weird and very confusing, but it makes sense. But yeah, we see what happens to Marta, both in the universe where she rescues Jonas and takes him to her alternate world, and then goes all the way essentially through time until she is killed by Jonas/Adam at the end. And then we see the other version of her who ends up getting this scar across her face and becomes Eva and stuff like that. But they keep showing us clips of Townhouse creating a time machine because his family died. I'm fairly certain at this point that that's like the real origin. You know, the origin. Adam thought that Marta's kid was the origin. You know, the demon trinity just going about doing its thing. But I don't think that's the actual origin. I think the actual origin is like the death of Townhouse's kids, not kids, his son and grandchild and his son's wife, and then him choosing to make a time machine to fix that is what causes all this to go wrong, right? I think if they can somehow prevent his son from dying, maybe they could fix all that. Like this is the actual origin, and him creating this time machine is what broke reality. Because they keep talking about it and they keep showing it. Like they wouldn't keep bringing it up if it wasn't important. Like we essentially watch him build a time machine throughout this whole episode and then activate it, and that has to be what goes on because the glowy orange ball of death becomes a glowy black and white ball of death at different points, and it's suspicious. But a lot of this episode is pretty much dedicated towards setting up everything that we see in season 1. Like all the players, Noah, Adam, Bartos, pretty much everyone that we see them doing their thing in season 1 is set up via this episode. Freaking Bartos. He tries to leave. He's like, this place sucks, man. I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I've been here for 2 years. I miss my PlayStation. Like, I hate this stupid 1890s world. This sucks. And he straight up is like, I'm leaving. And then he takes one walk through the woods and an absolute dime pulls up and is like, hey, don't you think it's always raining? And he's like, oh, a reason to stay? Like, oh, freaking Adam remembered. He's like, Bartos almost left. Why didn't he leave? And he's like, oh, yeah, because I sent an absolute smoke show down to seduce him. Like, oh, he's like, I'm going to solve that problem real quick. That was still is essentially her entire purpose is to keep Bartos here. and birth 2 kids that are integral to the plot. Like, the pieces have to be in place. And it's just so funny that she pulls up and is just like, nice to meet you. Would you like to have kids later? And they do. They do have kids later. What else is going down? Ooh, Claudia is like low-key the orchestrator of everything. Like, she is playing everybody. Like, every version of her is playing people. When she's hanging out with young Jonas, she's purposely making sure the machine doesn't work, doing all the stuff she's been told to do by her other self. But then when she realizes that, an older version of herself does not exist for the other person, like, she's like, oh, I've never met the older me, they are gonna kill me, right? Like, she's fully aware that her time is not gonna be going on forever. She incorrectly assumes that the other team is going to kill her, though, even though she low-key orchestrates her own death eventually. And then she shoots her alternate self in the face. Like, that's wild. Because she's like, technically, my daughter will live, but it'll be in agony the entire time. She's just going to consistently grow up and then get cancer. I mean, she lives a long time before she does that. Like, she lives a decent enough life until that point. But, you know, the last couple years will constantly happen. And so she's like, nah, I'm going to just shoot you, and I'm a impersonate you, and I'm going to switch the whole thing up. Friggin' Jonas tries to end his life, doesn't work. Like, he tried to hang himself, tried to shoot himself, just the universe will not allow him to die. Noah shows up and he's like, brother, try it. Like, gives him the gun, doesn't work at all. And he's like, time will not allow you to die. And that sets up the next 66 years of Jonas's decision making. He's like, you know what? If time will not allow me to kill myself, I will kill time itself. I will kill time, and then there's nothing to stop me from ending my own life. You know, he's like, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna do it because I'm time's master now. And he thinks it'll work. He thinks he'll stop existing after he kills Marta, and it doesn't happen. He just keeps on keeping on, and it probably pisses him off. Such regret. Bartos has some kids named Hanno, and which is like a kind of like an is it an anagram, or it's all like mixed up. It's just like a mixed up spelling of Noah. And he doesn't realize, because he knows, I think at this point, who Agnes is and who Noah is, but he's like, when she's like, oh, it's Hanno, he doesn't suspect a thing, right? He's still under the impression that everything's going good, and then when he finds out the daughter's name, he's like, God damn it. Like, I've been played. And Celia dies. Like, her whole purpose was to be used, to grow up and be used as like a birthing machine, and that was it. That was her entire purpose, which is wild. So, honestly, sucks for her. She had a horrible mom in Hannah, and then she, you know, she has a couple good years with Bartos, and then dies. Ooh, and then Elizabeth and Charlotte, they do a little sneaky sneak, and they steal Charlotte. They're like, this is ours now. Presumably they're gonna go give her to Townhouse, right? Because he mentioned these two random ladies showed up with a child. You're that child. Yada yada yada. We know what goes on. And then he's gonna raise her because he's sad and lonely. Friggin' Hannah shows up to melty faced Jonas and is like, I'm back. Claudia told me, or Eva. He says Eve. She says Eva. It's probably Claudia, or it could have been Eva. Who knows? But she's like, she told me where you were. I'm back. You were right. I ruined everything, and she did. She did ruin everything because Hannah sucks. But she's got her child in tow, and Jonas is like, you know what? I do hate you. Like, I've been thinking about it a lot over the last 60 years, and I truly do hate your guts. So I'm gonna kill you because you're not supposed to be here. He's like, your daughter, she can grow up and be a pawn in my game still, but I don't enjoy you anymore, mother. Time to die. And you know what? Can't fault him for that. Hannah sucks and she deserved to die. And then towards the end of the episode, we essentially have this whole montage of the kind of like the setup to season 1. You know, all the early stuff we saw in season 1 is being shown to us again, because Noah decides he's going to rejoin Sickmundus to try and get Charlotte back, and this begins his whole journey of everything he does before he gets killed. You know, Claudia sends middle-aged Jonas back to kind of guide the whole situation again, so that these cycles just keep going and keep going and keep going. And we get this whole montage of the first, essentially the first season and kind of some of the second season, but really the first 2 seasons. Everything that we've seen before is presented to us in this montage to truly hammer home the point that this has all been in service to setting up the same cycle over and over again. And then old Marta cuts young Marta across the face just to let her know. She's like, yo, choosing Adam is death. But if you choose us, if you choose us, I promise you'll live. And to prove it, here's a cut across your face. Like, she just had to be like, you know what, man? If you don't trust that you will live with us and you will become me, I'm gonna force the situation, and I'm gonna just cut you across your face, and you're gonna have to deal with it. You know, she didn't even think to be like, hey, how about I don't cut her across the face? Granted, time probably would not have allowed that situation to happen, right? It would have created another paradox. You know, another reality would have formed on top of this reality, where you know, she decides not to cut her, and then everything happens again for the same reasons. So she cuts her across the face and is like, sorry, like, but I promise we're on the good team. And then we cut back to Adam. We cut back to Adam watching Marta die as she gets like eviscerated by the apocalypse portals, and then it disappears and it's just like gone, and he's looking at himself like, what the hell do I have to do to die? Like, I mean, at this point he might as well try shooting himself again because nothing else is working. He's just so mad. And then in comes Claudia, and she's like, hey man, remember me? Like, remember how I got shot by a shotgun? That's probably still gonna happen for her, you know, but in the meantime, she's popped over to just let you know what the real origin is and how we can fix it. Like, it's just so funny. It's so funny that his like 70-year journey to end his own life culminates with Claudia again being like, dude, you're dumb. Like, if you want to actually kill yourself, I'll let you know how. And then that's it, and we got one more episode left after that, so I'm very curious to see how all of this wraps up, because it cannot be a easy, quick solution, right? I don't know, man. This show's wild, so wild, and we got one episode left, so who knows? Definitely let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below, though. I would love to hear all your opinions. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.